it's time now that we start and have a new beginning. In Berlin, it's been quite an agony for quite some time, and I mean, the businesses don't need a lot of good advice. They need sort of stability of the political framework, and that has been missing for quite some time. So I believe this is now a good time for a new beginning, and then we'll take it from there.
Currently, it's not quite clear whether this vote of confidence will happen sooner or only in January. What would be your preference?
Well, look, I'm actually in Washington, D.C., and was there for the last 3 days, which was sort of a historical place at the historical date. So it also sort of caught me from far away. I was surprised, I have to say, when I was seeing the news that it takes so long to have this so-called vote of confidence in January. I think that all the signs which are on the wall pretty much already have an answer to that vote of confidence. So I was surprised that it took so long. I think the sooner we have a new start and let the people decide on who they want to have as a government, the better off our country is.
And of course, the fact that Donald Trump is removing into the White House, one could say, is also putting more pressure on the German government to get its act together. And of course, that's also the line from Friedrich Merz, who's arguing that we need to have a proper government. And if we only vote end of March, we might have a government perhaps in May, June or July. So it takes a long time in Germany to actually get a new government in place. I also asked Joe Kaeser, though, about what he thinks will be the effects from Donald Trump 2.0 for Germany and for Europe. Perhaps we'll take a listen again.
We've dealt with him in those 4 years. He did a lot of things which helped the U.S. economy. I mean, he was lowering taxes a lot, which I thought actually was a good thing if he brings back jobs and helps the weaker in the country. Instead, the money was used for share buybacks. Well, another way to do it, but so there are a lot of good things and good intentions. He had obviously his way of doing things, but we could actually pretty much predict what happens and what doesn't happen. If I personally, for my company at the time, had an issue to resolve, his administration was extremely receptive. It takes probably too long now in the interview to give you a few examples, but I have to say, very receptive to business.